Okay, this I believe is what you call a jump cut. So the screen just bounced on you and we're back. So we were working on this data table and we lit up the appropriate cells, and now the question is, how do you create a data table? This one is going to be on everybody's menu, I believe. Go up to data, go down to data table. Now it's going to ask you where the input cell is, and that refers to this number, this parameter here. So we're going to say it's in a column and it's in that column, and that tells Excel where the data table begins, and the number of entries here tells it where it ends. So let's click OK and see what happens. Wow. Okay, looks like we've got a number of observations here, and I'm kind of a stickler about this. I hate looking at messy decimals. So I'm going to format this, cells, and make this a number and give them all two. Let's make it 1 decimal point. Shazam! There it is. So what are these numbers? It's from our data table, and oh, I didn't label these things. This is the average waiting time for a single replication. Replication is running the simulation. Replication is the equivalent of pressing Control equals doing a recalculation. So there we have it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And so I'm going to just make this, clean this up again by covering up some of these rows, so we don't have to look at 150 rows. We can just look at some fewer rows. And you know what? There's a better way to do this. And that is to use the row hide. So this is another way to do this. So you light up the rows, format, row, hide. Bam. They're still there, but you can't see them. They're gone. Okay, so now we might want to look at some descriptive statistics of the 100 replications. So the average equals average, and if you're noticing every time I enter a formula things seem to change, that's because we're essentially getting a recalculation, because I have it on automatic recalculation. So that's B158 to B257, that's 100 observations, return, and so the average is 10.1, and we want to get the standard deviation, and there's a function for that. Right, there's an app for that. Okay, so the function is equals stdev. There it is. That's the one I want. And so same story. Light up these 100, and there we have it. Let's work on this thing. Again, easier on the eyes. And it makes it easier to make sense out of it. Okay, so there you have it. You have just seen how to create a data table, and if you didn't know already, this was created using Max QuickTime number 10. QuickTime number 10. So let me just show you something about this. QuickTime Player, you go up here, File, New Screen Recording. So that's how you do this. Alright, thanks a lot. I hope you find this useful. We're going to look at this in class, and then you'll have this as a reference. So long.